Welcome to the Living in Naples channel. I'm James Headley. If you haven't already watched last week's episode, you may want to go back and do so before continuing with today's, as this is part 2 of my look at the top 10 search terms that Zillow users entered in 2023. Again, I'm using these top national search terms as a guide for those considering buying a home in Southwest Florida to help you prepare to evaluate homes and eventually negotiate more effectively. Before diving in on these last 5 search terms, let me thank you as always for subscribing, sharing, and liking, and certainly encourage you to continue to do so. I very much appreciate it. With that, let's move on to those search terms and the modern language, or natural language, I should say, AI-driven search term equivalents with that, or refinements on that. Number 6 was open floor plan. And that was modern interconnected living spaces. And while there will be exceptions, and as an aside, probably more going forward as the overall design pendulum has started to swing back to defined functional rooms, for now, chances are good that you're going to find a lot of home options with open floor plans in Southwest Florida, especially when it comes to single-family homes in Naples. The great room plan is basically the default and has been for a while. And when you add in some of that interior to exterior living space flow that I discussed in my last episode, that only reinforces the feeling of openness that you can expect in general. And that brings us to number 7, and that's a pool. A luxury, especially in warmer areas in Zillow's terms. If you don't have a private pool and often an accompanying hot tub or spa on your lanai, I can all but guarantee you are going to be a very short walk from a community pool and or the Gulf of Mexico. Suffice it to say that aquatic relaxation is a given and not a luxury when it comes to Southwest Florida house hunting. Next on the list is a family room, space for shared moments. I would just echo what I said regarding an open floor plan. You are absolutely likely to have ample space for shared moments in your new Southwest Florida home. Next on the list is a basement, a versatile extra space for various uses. Southwest Florida is definitely the South, so if you're dead set on a basement, the simple fact is that you will probably want to look elsewhere. That said, keep in mind the potential for garage and attic storage in a single-family home and separate storage rooms also being available with condos and coach homes in many cases, and perhaps that basement isn't so necessary after all. And lastly, granite counters, durable elegance in kitchens and bathrooms. All I'll say here is that depending upon the vintage of the home that you're considering, you're likely to find a range of counter materials and styles, including granite and lots of attractive quartz in some of the newer, last decade homes. The abundance of design specialists and contractors in the area also means that if you have the imagination and the budget, this probably won't be a deal killer in any respect for those of you out there watching today. I hope this discussion was helpful in setting your expectations when looking for a home in Southwest Florida. Of course, I'd be happy to hear from you about your own top 10 or 20 wish list when searching for a new home. So please contact me anytime. Until then, please do keep sharing and liking. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so. It costs nothing. And I hope to see you in the next episode and beyond. Take care.